have a new addiction that I feel I must confess to my fellow man, and that addiction is real estate.
That looks like a spicy one.
And I'm not talking mortgages, insurance, and interior design. I'm talking mushrooms, soul gems, and goo.
I don't know what that is, but I love it.
Like any card-carrying real estate agent, I have a vast array of homes for sale in my portfolio, and I probably have the perfect VR home for you because, to be honest, choosing where to live in Skyrim is hard enough as it is. But choosing which bed in particular to line up with your real bed so you can lay in your virtual bed and roleplay falling asleep to the sounds of the Solitude docks is an incredibly difficult task, and I'm here to help.
I'm gonna actually fall asleep if I stay like this.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. All of this started shortly after I uploaded my last Skyrim VR video. Back then, I already felt like I had reached my modding peak.
Can either of you guys tell me why I can ask my dog to get naked for me?
How does he get?
But much like our current health crisis at 4 months in, I was just getting started.
So what are you doing in Skyrim right now that's different than what you've been doing?
Bobby's downloading milk mods. No, I'm not downloading milk mods.
I was downloading milk mods, but more importantly, I downloaded Legacy of the Dragonborn shortly after I uploaded my last Skyrim video. And if you're unaware, this mod adds a museum in Solitude that displays anything and everything you might decide to do throughout your playthrough in Skyrim. And just saying that is the understatement of the year, because this mod adds so much more to the game that I shudder to think what would happen if I tried to play it without it.
This is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in, and it's not real. Just food for thought, everybody. Just food for thought.
But that's a topic for another day. After reveling at how beautiful the museum was, I wanted to see if the Mod Nexus could provide me with an equally beautiful place to live. And just like that, my life as a Skyrim real estate agent began. My friends began to resent me, my relationships with reality were crumbling, and honestly, I was enjoying every second of it.
They're dead.
After laughing at this orphan for a bit first, I downloaded my first Skyrim player home mod, and that was Hermits Stump. Now, the house itself isn't why you download the mod, it's the location. The house looks like it was built by a drunk gnome, and it's a little small on the inside for me. Maybe you like living in a small, cozy shack, and it'll feel like the walls are giving you a nice warm hug. But for me, it felt like I was living in a Pringles can. So I don't really live here, but I do come here a lot for the little enchanted grove that it sits in because it's just so pleasing to look at. The lighting is done really well. I love the little glowy green bits that are floating in the sky for no discernible reason. And I think the mushrooms are just nice to chill under in VR. I don't know, but I come here to just hang out. So if you want this property, feel free to name your list price down below. Whoever has the highest bid, I will sell you this house. That's how an auction works. And the reason we're doing this in the comment section is because I don't know you. We are strangers, and that's the only way we can communicate. So if you want to buy this house, just put in your bid, and the highest bid gets Hermits Stump, because God knows I'm not living there. But I will visit you because this cave is pretty fantastic.
Bobby,
What is the matter?
play quads with us.
You see, I could, but I just realized that there's a notes and journals section on my little desk here, which is great because I was just looking through the library and realizing that I have way too many miscellaneous notes. But now I can just put them all in this nice little section on my
You know
desk.
where you don't have any notes?
Where?
Call of Duty.
But isn't it better
You
to
don't have to
have
worry
notes
about
and have
notes at all.
a satisfying solution for those notes than to not have notes at all?
Nope.
Yes.
No notes, no problems.
Yes.
At this point, I am just blatantly ignoring all of my friends because I am fully addicted to getting new VR homes. Now that one has worked, all I can think about is the literally endless possibilities on the Skyrim Mod Nexus of where I could live. I briefly mentioned in my last Skyrim video that when you download a new weapon in VR, it feels like you've gotten a brand new toy to hold and kill people with. This takes that feeling to a whole other level. To download a house that you can live inside of it feels like you just got a new house. I have a new house. And that's something as a Gen Zer, I'm probably never going to get to experience. Wow, that's sad. I'm never going to be able to afford a house. Anyways, back to Skyrim.
Oh, sorry, Miko. I gotta reload my save now. What is... Oh, okay. That's, This is...
The second player home that I downloaded was called Harborside, and it turned out to be the perfect step up from Hermits Stump for me, because it had the same amounts of amenities and basic necessities that Hermits Stump had, but it was a little bit roomier, which was what I was looking for. But what really impressed me about Harborside, and the reason that it's on this list, it has an actual view. There's no loading screens with this house. It's underneath the bridge that's underneath Solitude, and you just open the door and it's there. It's loaded into the real world. So when you go upstairs and open the windows, you can see the harbor. You can listen to the ships coming into port, and it's really nice. The whole house has a nautical theme to it. I really liked the blue bed sheets that come with this place. I thought those were a really nice touch. I liked the little note from the winking skeever down at the front of the house. It's just a nice place to live. It was very pleasant. So again, if you're looking to purchase this house from me, go ahead and leave your bid down below. If you have the highest number, congrats, Harborside is yours.
Well, good job. You did a good thing today.
Thanks. What about you? What have you been doing? Hopefully something productive.
Well...
So far, we've looked at 2 out of the 4 houses that I downloaded, but this third one is going to be the last one that we get to look at today, because I can't afford JK's Riverfall cottage.
So Skyrim to purchase the recently renovated Riverfall cottage for the price of 15,000 gold.
So my plan is I'm going to go kill the Emperor of Tamriel real quick, and then I'll get back to you guys on that one. But for now, we're going to look at Rayeks End.
Yeah, I have some dude who just constantly is, like, rubbing 2 sticks together underneath the hot tub. He lives in a little crawl space. He has to be on all fours, constantly rubbing 2 sticks together to keep the fire going.
His bones have, because he's been on all fours for so long, his bones have started to shift, morph. He's starting to turn into like a 4-legged animal.
His knees don't bend anymore.
You'd have to put a mask on him at some point. He'd kind of just be terrifying to look at. You call him the hot tub attendant.
The curse of the hot tub attendant. It's like a horror movie.
Rayeks End is by far my favorite of the 3 houses so far. And something about fire, when you turn it blue, oh, gorgeous. Just cannot get enough of blue fire. I don't know why, but delicious. The waterfalls in the master bedroom, the dragon's head with the glowing eyes, perfect. There's a little staging area with some drinks, a little bar, and then there's a nice place to organize all of your clothes. The blacksmithing station organizes everything for you. There's a desk that organizes your notes. And then off to the sides of the house, there's a small area that you can display some of the more unique items that you find throughout your travels. And then there's also a nice little area with a pond and some places to plant some crops or some flowers. It's just exactly what you look for in a VR home. It's a place that you can pull up a chair, a real chair, sit down, and just enjoy the atmosphere. Just look around, and everywhere you look, you see something atmospheric. From the gentle glow of the lanterns to the falling leaves, it's all just perfect.
The problem that you run into the minute you name the hot tub attendant is...
So you get attached to him?
Yeah, you might get attached. Yeah, you need to, like, call it attendant.
And you might just catch on fire one day.
Yeah, or,
Falls into the fire because he's so tired. He can't stay awake anymore. He falls asleep.
It's hard for me to put into words what it's like to have a nice home in virtual reality. I want to just show you, I don't know, it's just super relaxed. Again, I can't put it into words, I'm just going to show you real quick. Does this still qualify as playing a video game? I don't know. I don't know what this is, but it's fun. It's really fun. And if you're watching this right now from some unknown part of this planet, this corner of the internet is a small one, and I really, honest to God, appreciate you being here. I get to pretend to be a legit YouTuber for a bit, and that's just as fun as hanging out in my Skyrim jacuzzi, listening to Cornelius Link's medieval cover of Pumped Up Kicks. I hope this was worth your time, and if I never see you again in your travels across the internet, good luck out there. Not only in the internet, but in the real world too. Goodbye, everybody.
You don't know that you need a new attendant until you start to smell something, and the hot tub stops getting hot.